Hey, what's up, guys? It's TheRookYGO here, hitting you guys with some Edison War League gameplay footage from a match I played earlier this morning. We're just gonna go over and commentate, my mistakes, my misplays, my mistakes, uh, plays I should have did, or why I did these things. But yeah, we're gonna go over my match this morning. And yes, if you're wondering, I am on an Edison War League team. I am a sub player, which means I can't really dedicate myself a lot of time to this. But if they need me, I'll sub in and play, which exactly what happened. Aaron wanted to create an Edison War League team to represent Atlanta, and we have some pretty nice players here. It's just not all of us can commit, right? So Zach, I think he had to sub out, so I take the place of Zach's for this week. And today I played against It's Gucci from the Birdcage team. So yeah, we're just gonna go over this footage, man. Well, we're just gonna go over the gameplay, and yeah, let's get to it, man. So yeah, War League. First time playing War League, man. I'm not used to it. I mean, I don't really know what it's like, and I heard a lot of things about it, negative and positive. But I heard they get really nasty in there. But I don't really care. It's just Edison. It's just Edison. It's not never that serious to me. But yeah. So I start off. I won rock paper scissors. So we're gonna start off. Obviously, I'm playing Blackwings. My opponent is playing Vayu Turbo. So we're gonna start off here. I activate a lure, and I'm gonna banish the Bora, and then I'm gonna start off with the Shura, and I'm gonna set up I'm gonna set an Icarus, and I'm gonna set a Legacy. If he has a heavy, fuck it, well, or whatever, right? Yeah, he starts his turn. He activates a lure. I'm like, is he on the mirror match? I'm like, no. He's banishes Vayu, so like, all right, he's probably on Vayu Turbo, right? So he's gonna set one. I'm thinking to myself, that's mostly that could be like a Ryko or like a Hamster. So I think here I make the play. I Icarus, I tribute mine and target his set and my set Legacy, and then I chain my Legacy. I don't know if that was the best play ever, but I mean, like, if it's a Hamster, it's like you're cooked, right? It's kind of hard, right? Pause. But yeah, it was pretty good play in my eyes. Then I just summon Shura, attack for 18. Probably played into a Gores there, but if he doesn't have it, you better have it, right? You better have it. And I just go ahead and set Deep Prison. He's gonna start the turn, summon Armageddon Knight, send the Necro. He's gonna set one pass. Okay, so later in this game, you'll understand what I'm talking about. So I draw MST. He has a set, which I didn't know what it's not. I didn't know it was a deck devy, right? You don't know, it's unknown, but it is a deck devy. Here I'm thinking, okay, I could try to make a slight push, space his back row, run over the Armageddon Knight, but he has Necro Guard now, and he just sent that, right? So I'm thinking, okay, if I do that to make a small push, he's gonna banish it. It's gonna get negated anyway, right? So what I did, I just held off the MST and I just set like another Icarus, I think. I was thinking about it for a moment, so I set the Icarus and I'm like, okay. But like later in the game, you'll see why maybe I should have done that and why the game may have tilted more in my favor. But again, things can happen, you never know, right? So yeah, I didn't bait out the Necro. I didn't MST the back row. I just said, fuck it. I'm just gonna set this Icarus and pass. So then he tributes the Armageddon Knight for the Caius. Regardless if he yeah, he had the Caius. So okay, I was screwed here. So summon's fine. I'm gonna chain Icarus. I'm gonna pop his set, and then he chains his deck devy. So that just gives him knowledge of my hand, right? And it's gonna maybe affect me a little bit because you do play cards that can get deck devy like Blizzard and Collude. I drew Oppression, so now he knows I have Oppression in my hand. I think I set the MST. Yeah. Then he sets one. I lose my Blizzard here. I set 1D prison. He knows about 1D prison. He doesn't know about my other D prison. So here, what does he do here? He summons another Armageddon. He's going to send another Vayu to the grave. He's going to attack with 14. I'm going to bait out the prison that he does know, just so he doesn't think that there's another prison, right? And then I drew Sirocco. I'm like, cool. I'm thinking like maybe I should summon it, but that's probably a Raiko, and I'm just be wasting it. And like if it was a Raiko, he would have flipped it by now, right? And I think it probably most likely is a hamster, because with hamster they're gonna wait till you like run into the hamster to use it, because that's when they get the best value out of it. But I had oppression, but I think he knows I had the oppression, so he wasn't gonna flip this up regardless. So I think I just set the oppression and pass here. He sets 2 back row. I'm like, oh fuck. Maybe I should have done that, but honestly, like whatever at that point. But I hate his mirror force, right? So I drew Collectible. No longer on the deck Devi, but here, do I make a push here? I decided to make the push here. I just say fuck it and run into the hamster. Honestly, at some point I had to make a push or something. Maybe I could have waited a little bit more. I probably could have waited a little bit more though. I probably could have. So he flips up Raiko, hits my oppression. He's gonna mill 3. So he knows I still have Mirror Force. I didn't set the Mirror Force yet. So he's gonna run into my D prison. He summons his Sirocco. He's gonna run into the unknown D prison, right? Now he knows I definitely have a Mirror Force, but I drew another unknown for him. So I'm gonna attack directly. And now I'm gonna set the Mirror Force and the oppression. And then he just blind space and hits my Mirror Force. So I guess an eye for an eye, right? And then he summons another Sirocco. Kills me for another 2,000, right? So here I'm not on the clock yet, but I drew Brain Control. I'm like, okay, I can't really do anything here. Attacks for another 2,000, boom. And then he's thinking. I drew Heavy Storm here. So I'm thinking, okay, I should probably set this, because if I leave it in my hand, he can flip a dust shoot on me, right? So I just set the heavy, bluff the heavy, bluff set heavy. He's going to attack for another 2k, so I'm on a clock. He's going to set another back row. And so let's look at his back row. So he did have the dust shoot. He has oppression. He had a bottomless. Okay, so at this point, I'm on a clock, and so here's where things got interesting, right? I think I respected my opponent way too much, because each time I just assumed like he has his Necro Garner, he can stop anything I do, right? So I'm thinking right now, I'm taking a while to think here, because like either way, I think I'm screwed. Even if I heavy and I break control, attack for game with Bora and Collectible, like he's gonna negate one of them. It's gonna put him down to like what? It's gonna put him down, but it's like he can still game me next turn. I'm gonna have to give him back to Sirocco, right? So we just said fuck it, right? We just said break control. We just went heavy, boom, 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 boom. Brain Con the Sirocco, special the Bora. Normal Collectible. This is game. Because I knew he had Necro Garner, I wasn't going to use Sirocco effect. So I was like, fuck it. I mean, because either way, I lose here, right? He forgot to use the Necro Garner. And that's, you know, sometimes you sometimes you just win like that. Your opponent forgets effects and it just happens. Like, he definitely could have won that game if he activated the Necro Garner. I definitely could have made a better play in that game, because like obviously I could have baited out the Necro Garner in the first place if I just spaced the deck Devi and then I bait out the Necro, and then he would have Kai'd me anyway, but at least I wouldn't have gotten deck Devi'd, right? So yeah, I mean, I don't know. what would happen if I did that play instead, but hey, it stops him from like gaining knowledge on me, so I guess. So we're just gonna go on to the next game. I'm up 1-0. I surprisingly took that in the group chat that I was in with my team. I was like, there is no way I should have won that. But yeah, I opened up with Gores, Soul Release, Shura, DD Crow, and Bora. Looking back at this, I probably should never side this against Vayu Turbo, in all honesty, because they play so many recursion cards like Return and Burial, so you probably shouldn't side that, but we'll just get on to this rest of this match. Set 3 back row, set monster, yeah. So here, I'm just going to bait out his back row, summon a Bora. He probably has something, Boundless, okay, cool. I'm just going to pass because I have Gores in hand, obviously. He sets another, so he has to play the defensive game because, you know, Vayu Turbo, like I said, you have to be defensive first. You have to play that way before you can set up, right? So I drove the Iron Wall because I saw Iron Wall in this match. Obviously, it can conflict with Crow and Soul Release, but I had to be very careful playing this card, right? So here, I think, yeah, I summoned the Shura. I hit the Ryko. I'm going to lose the Shura fine because I have Blizzard in hand. I'm going to bait out a Ryko. And then I set the Iron Wall. I'm thinking maybe I could have held on to Iron Wall. But, I mean, I'm not going to take it back because then if I take it back, he's going to assume, yeah, he has a Gores, right? So I was like, but before, I should have thought about setting it because then it would have made my Gores live, but it's whatever. So he sets another monster, sets another back row. I draw Giant Trunade. And then so here, I think I just passed because I didn't really see a point yet making a big play. He summons Vayu, attacks me for 800. I'm like, okay, cool. I draw Lure of Darkness. This is where things get cheeky here. So I activate Lure of Darkness. I go chain Imperial Wall because it works like that. I draw 2. I just have to reveal Crow and nothing gets banished, right? Then I Giant Trunade everything. And here, honestly, what did I make here? I think I made Goyo, I think. Yeah, I made Goyo. Here I'm thinking he chained Crow, but he's just saying that because he's just typing what he knows in my hand, which is Crow. So I make Goyo here just to take his Vayu so he doesn't have it. I probably could have just made Armwing, but it's whatever, I guess. So I set Mirror Force, which was probably correct because he did this. Because Iron Wall hurts this deck more than it hurts you, right? He hit my Mirror Force, okay, because whatever. And he sets his 3. What are these 3? See, I don't know what these 3 are. So here I'm going to go with swing again. He's going to deep prison here, sure. You could argue, like, maybe I could have held on, just waited, just set the Iron Wall, but again, I wanted to make a push. Set the Iron Wall now. Now he's going to flip up his Plague Spreader, which is the reason why I didn't want to... Another reason why you shouldn't activate Iron Wall so early is because of this card. Like, they can abuse this card if you flip up your Iron Wall. So I had to be very careful with this. So here, I'm going to summon Bora. He's going to bomb us. Okay. The reason why I didn't Iron Wall there, because again, like I said, I don't want to flip it up early like that, because then he'll just abuse it with this Plague. So I just wanted to flip it up at the right time. It was not the end of the world, because I still have a Shura in the graveyard, so we're still Gucci, right? And then, I guess he just switches his Plague to defense. He sets another back row. Here, I summon Sirocco. He has no response. He has no response to the Gale. If he had Torrential here, I think he would have used it by now, because obviously this is a Stardust play, right? And if he does have another Deep Prison... sorry. If he does have another Deep Prison, I would just chain the Iron Wall anyway. So here, I just would go for Stardust. Go for Stardust and just attack over the Plague. And then he draws for turn, summons Gale. Okay, the easy 1-of out. Easy out to Stardust. I lose 50 life points there. I draw Black Whirlwind. Pretty good. He didn't have any spots for Whirlwind, no response to Sirocco, so okay, his Boundlesses are gone, Torrential's not there. I'm going to search the Blizzard, I believe. Boom. And so I decide to pump. Did he? Huh. Where's the other D prison? Thought he used it all. Okay, never mind. Okay, so I pump. He takes 2k damage. I pass. He sets one. I draw deck Devi for turn. So I'm like, alright, he set a monster. That's obviously a hamster or another Raikou, right? So I'm just going to set the deck Devi and not do anything, basically. Because there'd be no point. And then draw phase, I'm going to flip the deck Devi here and there. Boom. Get that shit out of there, right? I got rid of his hamster and a Vayu engrave. He doesn't have any Sirocco yet. Doesn't seem like it. And I see in his hand he has a Gorz and a Chaos Sorcerer. So he has Chaos Sorc, which is live as fuck. So what I do is on resolution I went DD Crow to banish the Raikou. Like, okay. And then he flips up his Burial, which I had to think like, okay, this is now I'm gonna chain the Iron Wall, right? So because I get cooked by a Chaos Sorc, right? So here I still don't know his back row. I just know Bombs are growing. Torrential, he doesn't have Torrential. D-Prison, he can't D-Prison me now. The only thing I completely forgot about was Mirror Force, right? For some reason, I did not think about a Mirror Force. Like, for some reason, I thought his Mirror Force was gone. But I know he has Gorz in hand, right? So, the play that I decided to make, I just wanted to make Rio. We're going to search the Vayu. We're going to make Brio. We're going to attempt to bounce one of his back row cards. But because I know he has Gorz, I'm just going to leave one set and just hope it's not a Mirror Force. In my head, I was thinking Mirror Force was gone. I don't know why. But I go ahead, Vayu, Sirocco, summon Arwing, attack for game, GG's. GG's. And that's a match. Wow, I won my first ever War League match. That was awesome. That was insane. I was not expecting to win that game one. It just comes down to it's like, you know, I like to respect my opponent a lot, but they might not always, you know, think of it, right? They might not always, you know, see it. They might just forget their plays, right? So, yeah, that's it for that match. I won that, so hopefully the rest of my team wins their matches. Good luck to everybody in Battle Oxen. This is TheRookYGO. Comment, like, subscribe, shop at my online store. Peace out.